And now we have new items. So this is exciting, right? We have new items entirely. These items we've never ever did seen before. So we've got the Cyclopean Ring. Okay, Ring of Hecate gone. This is the Mage ADC ring replacing the Ring of Hecate. It is the first Mage ADC ring with cooldown reduction, a stat spread those gods have never had before on a single item. Has a passive that deals more damage to high hit point targets, giving Mage ADCs a new way to be better at shredding tanks. Finally, tank shred on magical ADCs. That is right. We're talking about taking a Keen size and we're talking about making it translate to Mage ADCs. How are they going to do it?
Thank you for your subscription to my channel.
Clean banger.
The depth of my gratitude is
Thanks for the
immeasurable.
sub, buddy. And hi. Hello, my wonderful friend. So it's got 80 magical power, and we were talking about scaling. Magical power scaling on items typically is bigger than is bigger than physical power items. So what does that mean about 80 magical power? That's not on the upper end. It's not the most power you can get on an item. It's also not the least power you can get on an item. That's a middle of the road kind of Goldilocks amount of power. 25% attack speed is always good. 10% cooldown reduction feels nice. We love our cooldown redux. The passive. Your next basic attack against an enemy god deals bonus magical damage equal to 8% of the target's maximum health. This effect can only occur once every 10 seconds, reduced by 2 seconds for each successful basic attack on an enemy god. Okay, so for ease of numbers, okay, if a target has 4,000, for ease of numbers for me, if a target has 8,000 health, one of your basic attacks is going to proc an additional 800 damage on that person. Now, nobody has 10,000 health. So if somebody has 5,000 health, your attack is going to proc an additional 400 damage on that person. If somebody has 2,500 health, your basic attack is going to proc an additional 250 damage on that target. Did I do my math right? I think I did. 800, 400, 200 damage. I did my math right. So we're talking about on your average health gods, right? Let's say 2,500 health is pretty low. You're doing an extra 200 damage to them on your basic attacks once every few seconds if you're hitting consecutive basics. Like, let's say you're Oleron. Boom, you hit him with one basic attack. Okay, it can't occur for the next 10 seconds except for one basic attack, two basic attack, three basic attack, four basic attacks in the span of 2 seconds that connect, and now you've got your passive again ready because it's reduced by 2 seconds for each successful basic attack. So in theory, every 2 to 3 seconds, if you're yamming on somebody, you could proc that extra damage. And if they're a look, if they have 200 or 2,500 health, they're a squishy. That's a squishy target. That is your carries. Those are your mages. Those are your assassins. So numerically, this is going to be an interesting item to see how it plays out. We're going to see Souls benefit from this. We're going to see Oleruns benefit from this. Poseidon's going to benefit from this if we start to see a little bit more ADC or attack speed based Poseidons. This is going to be interesting. Paired with a Polynomicon, I think that the two could really make for some explosive basic attacks. So Cyclopean Ring, pretty cool.